Assalamualaikum. My name is Fais. I would like to explain about perception of news reliability. From this chart, we can see the highest is very reliable, which is 29.3, and the least is neutral, 14.6, and 17.1 is somewhat unreliable and very unreliable, and lastly 22.0 is somewhat unreliable. From this chart, we can see that people find news on social media is very reliable because of the convenience and instant access to the updates, and make social media an appealing sources for the news. Unlike traditional media, social media can offer real-time information at their fingertips. According to Siti Kartini and Zulkifli, the simplicity and low cost of creating and sharing online content have significantly altered how news capture public interest, further establish social media as a primary news sources for many users.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Afiq, and I will be discussing the analysis on believing in fake news from our survey. The survey posed a straightforward question, which is, have you ever believed in news from social media that you later found out was false? The results were quite striking, with 92.7% of respondents agreeing that they had indeed been misled by false information on social media. The high percentage of respondents who admitted to believing false news underscores the prevalence and impact of misinformation on social media. Our hypothesis is 70% of social native aged 18 to 26 who use social media as their main news sources are significantly more likely to encounter and believe in misinformation compared to those who use traditional news sources. Building on this hypothesis is rooted in the observation that young adults heavily reliant on social media are particularly vulnerable to misinformation. An article titled "The Consequences of Misuse of Social Media as a Medium for News and Information" by Siti Kartini and Zulkifli further supports this, as they shared that the age of sharing unverified information and the algorithmic amplification of sensational content contribute to the high likelihood of encountering and believing in misinformation. Therefore, our hypothesis is supported by both our survey data and existing research, demonstrating the critical need for media literacy and verifications. Thank you.
Hello, I am Mohamad Muzammil Aiman Senan. I want to share about news consumption habits. Today's generation is increasingly dependent on social media, to the extent that it often impacts their overall life performance. The technology behind social media has evolved to make news and information readily available, accessible anytime and anywhere. According to Siti Kartini and Zulkifli, social media has significantly changed how people consciously and unconsciously consume a wide range of news. Statistics indicate that 36.6% of individuals aged 16 until 34 spend their leisure time on social media, and significant portion, 47.5%, use this platform to communicate with friends and family. Additionally, 34.8% of users engage with news stories they came across, while 31% log on specifically to search for articles or videos. This widespread use of social media for information consumption has profound implications. On one hand, it democrates access to information, allowing users to stay informed and connected, and this is one of the factors that lead to the misuse of the social media. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Mohamad Farishsyah. In this section, I will explain on internet users awareness. From the survey that we have conducted among 41 respondents with native age 18 until 26, there are three categories of issues that were pointed out by them on what they think the issues may arise if social media is used as a news source. The first issue is the credibility and reliability issue, which is regarding on the source of the news themselves. Now this is voted as the highest percentage among all, which is 60%. The second highest is the algorithm and data concerns. This issue is voted with 20%, 25 percentage, and the second one is the content quality and presentation from the news outlet. This is voted with the least percentage, which is 15%. Now, among all of these findings, only the first issue, credibility and reliability, matches with a finding found from a study conducted by Bower in 2021, which stated the spread of misinformation is one of the risks of using social media. From the statistics, it is shown that the public or the users indeed well aware with the risk of social media to act as an outlet for spreading fake news. What is left is for the responsible authorities such as social media companies and also the governments to take action and to prevent the public from falling into the trap set by irresponsible parties from spreading fake news.
Prevalence from our survey. The question in this survey for this topic is, compared to traditional news sources, how often do you think social media spreads misinformation? A significant portion of respondents indicated that social media spreads misinformation more often than traditional news sources, based on analyzed results. Almost half of the respondents, more accurately 48.8%, believe that social media spreads misinformation much more often than traditional news sources. This high percentage reflects widespread skepticism about the reliability of information on social media platforms. This aligns with research indicating that social media platforms often lack the rigorous editorial standards that traditional media follow. Considerable portions of 36.6% also believe that misinformation is more frequently encountered on social media. The immediacy and viral nature of social media can lead to rapid spread of unverified information, reinforcing this belief. According to Siti Kartini and Zulkifli Abdul Latif in their article titled "The Consequences of the Misuse of Social Media as a Medium for News and Information," misinformation spreads faster and more widely on social media compared to traditional news sources due to several causes such as editorial standards, fact-checking, and credibility and trust. Thank you.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Iqmal bin Norhisham, and I will be presenting about my part of the case study, which is the reader's accountability. So, for this case study, my group conducted a survey asking how often do people or individuals verify the news they read on social media. And from that survey, we got the information that 39% verify the news sometimes, 34.1% verify the news rarely, and 17.1% verify the news often. So from this result, we get to know that a significant amount of social media news readers must verify the news they read, because not all information that is spread on social media is reliable. So there are several reasons why misinformation can easily spread on these platforms. The first one is rapid dissemination. So based on what Bozong said in 2018, misinformation can spread quickly due to the viral nature of social media platforms. False information is often shared more rapidly and widely than factual content because it is designed to be sensational and engaging. This is what attracts the readers from social media. The second one is lack of verification. So the user generated content nature of social media platforms means that there is often minimal fact checking or moderation. This allows false information to be posted and shared without verification, leading to a widespread dissemination before any corrective measures can be taken. So this is said by Penny Cook in 2018. So that's all from me today. Thank you.